There was a point in my life where I had honestly stopped running and started kind of standing there and facing everything I had been avoiding for many years. And I thought when I started facing it that it was just going to magically fix everything overnight, but it didn't. Instead, what had happened was I started looking back more and more at my life, at my childhood, the things that I went through, and the moments that I never really dealt with. And eventually, I started connecting all the dots with each other, and a lot of things did making sense, like the reasons why I reacted the way that I did, especially in my most recent relationship, and why I struggled so much in relationships every time I did enter one, and why I always felt so angry all the time. And for the first time, these things actually started making sense. And there is a catch, though, that nobody really talks about. And that is, just because you understand your problems doesn't necessarily mean that you've solved them. I could sit and see my patterns, and I could see the damage from my patterns, but I was still living in it. And I was still reacting the same way. And I was still dealing with the same thoughts. And I was still feeling stuck. And that's the frustrating place to be, because now I simply can't ignore it anymore. Now I have a sense of awareness to it. And I just don't fully know how to fix it yet. So you kind of get stuck in this place between who you used to be and who you're trying to become. And that's where everything started slowly shifting. Not at once, not overnight, but little bit by little bit. I got to a point where I started realizing if I didn't start doing something different, nothing in my life was actually going to change. So I had to start making decisions. Some were good ones, and then some not so good. But they all started pushing me in a straight direction. And that's where this next part of my life actually begins. New environments, new situations, new challenges, and a lot of mistakes along the way. Because figuring yourself out isn't a straight path. And if you're in that place right now, where you're starting to become more aware, but still feel stuck, I get it. That's exactly where I was. And in these next videos, I'm going to start breaking down everything that happened next and how those decisions shapes the direction and trajectory of my life.